Welcome to Break a Wish, the podcast where all your dreams come true, but with terrible, ironic consequences. I'm your host, Maddox Campbell. On each show, we take a magic wish and try to come up with the perfect ironic cost. The idea is that knowing the wish's cost, it would still be a tough call whether you take that wish or not. Last week, we had, you get any food you want instantly, but all the food you eat becomes the wrong serving temperature for that food. In our Twitter poll, 62% of you rejected this wish. Wow, you guys just couldn't deal with cold fries, warm salad, or melted ice cream. This week's wish is a little smaller of an ask. Cody Crane wished for pants that would never get a hole in the crotch. I sit down with Paul JP and Ann McMaster to rip this wish wide open. This week's wish is a little smaller of an ask. Cody Crane wished for pants that would never get a hole in the crotch. I sit down with Paul JP and Ann McMaster to rip this wish wide open. All right, we've got another wish to do, and it's a little bit of an odd one. But joining me today to figure it out is Paul JP.
Hello.
And Ann McMaster.
Hello, hello.
And our wish is, I wish for pants that would never get a hole in the crotch. I go through a lot of pants. So, I'll start with Paul.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think would be a cost to get pants that are so good that they never get a hole in the crotch? Or I might even broaden this out to your pants won't ever get holes in the crotch regardless of what pants they are.
Okay. Now, not to sort of come down on whoever submitted this wish.
Okay.
This is a powerfully mediocre wish.
Yeah. And I think, and part of the show is to mediate the cost to the wish.
So we need a powerfully mediocre consequence.
Exactly.
So, I mean, my first instinct was to say, well, you can just get holes in the knees or whatever, but
those are fashionable.
Yeah, and they're fashionable as long as they're there when you bought them.
I mean, I think if you get holes in the knees organically, it's even better fashion. I'm not a fashion expert.
Well, it depends on whether or not you're punk rock.
Yeah. That is the part, is whether you're punk rock or not, or whether you want to appear to be punk rock.
I don't know.
Can I just ask a question?
Sure.
Yes.
I feel like this is maybe a guy thing, but like, how do you get a hole in the crotch of your pants? Is that like, what's happening there?
I mean, I don't know how it happens.
It does consistently happen.
Because I have never had a hole in the crotch of my pants. And
Okay.
this might be because there's nothing rubbing up against the crotch of my pants. Is this a equipment thing?
I can't think that
It's
sort of
low.
the
My holes
situation
are lower
there.
down than the equipment, so I don't think it's related.
Yeah, it's sort of like how vulgar.
I'll just put the tag on it. So say what you got to say.
Great. So they appear round about the grundle area.
Where your pants would have a taint.
Yes.
Okay.
My pants taint.
Yeah.
A pant taint.
Pant taint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
But
know.
is there an event? Like, how does this happen?
It happens very slowly over time.
Uh-huh.
And then it starts to grow.
Yeah.
And
By the
then-
time I've noticed it, it's already happened.
So
Yeah.
is it like
how.
a rubbing, a friction thing where it's like you just sit a lot and you rub down and down until your pants give out?
I'm not sure. I think I have a theory that it might be related to when I spread my legs.
This is okay. Now we're making sense.
Ah.
Yep.
Because I'll spread them.
And
just
thereby
be comfortable.
exposing the pant taint.
Yeah, exposing it. And I think just like if it catches on my leg or on my knee, because it's pants catch sometimes. They're not the baggiest of pants. Sometimes they'll stretch there, and then eventually it stretches into a hole.
Okay.
And then I've got a very cold breeze coming through the pants.
Okay. All right. So I get it now. Thank you. I've learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Again. So what was it again?
You could never get
You don't get
hole.
this. Yeah, these
Okay.
holes just won't show up in your pants anymore. No more crotch holes.
All right. And you're a woman.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a
that's the way around it?
serious change.
Yeah, that's
like women don't get this. Am I right, ladies? I mean, I know this is a podcast.
they can't answer back.
But I can hear them
don't-
screaming right now.
Oh, that they
no,
don't?
we don't. We
Like,
don't.
comment, and subscribe if
Yeah.
you're a woman.
I just have a question. Then, is there a place on your pants that do wear out first, similarly to the crotch area on a man's jeans?
Okay, let me think here. In the past, I've had jeans, wear through on the knees for sure.
Okay.
I had one pair that it like kind of got very thin, but underneath the butt cheek. So what I'm thinking now is that women sit differently. Like we don't expose our pant taint. We'll tend to sit with our legs crossed because that's how we've been socially conditioned to sit. Which means we list to one side or the other. We're either port or starboard on our butts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's like where I've tended to have wear down.
So the audience member that submitted this wish was male.
Shocking. Okay.
We're not.
Very
Doesn't surprise
validating,
Anne.
though.
Doesn't surprise Anne at all. So maybe then it's less a matter of we make the cost of this to switch your gender, and more of an idea of we
sit cross-legged.
Well, we bring this cost out, or we bring the wish out so that it will help both men and women. So you said you get rips under the butt.
Why are you laughing, Maddox?
I'm just trying to describe
is thinking
it.
about my butt make you laugh?
Under the butt sounds like
it's a funny way to describe
under the butt. Under the butt.
I feel like we're getting really isolate the part of the pant that is ripping. But maybe
isn't that our job? Isn't this what we're here to do?
It is. But I think maybe we can just make the wish anywhere on the pants underwear area.
I feel like you're trying to make this gender neutral, and I feel like it's very much a gender issue.
I want my wishes to be equal opportunity wishes.
We all do.
Yeah.
Well, look.
And
Here's the other thing.
I think we can make it work.
Okay. Well, look. I think part of the reason why women don't get this issue as often, not just the way we sit, but also we tend to like wear a lot more different clothes. Like where I think men tend to like have a few pairs of pants that they wear till they fall apart. So maybe that's one of the things. Like it will never happen again, but you have to learn how to you have to spend the money.
You have to break in a new pair of pants every day.
You have to have like a wardrobe of pants.
That's not comfortable wearing like jeans that you just bought.
Like you don't have to pay the money for it, but just like your jeans will always feel like fresh, starchy, fresh jeans.
Not.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't. Do you like fresh clothes, Anne?
I do. I love them.
I feel like then we're becoming we're not becoming an equal opportunity wish giver here.
I'm going to push this though. Like I really think this is a gender thing.
You don't think it can be done?
Because okay, ladies, when we put on a fresh pair of jeans, that means they're not stretched out yet. So they're tight and they're lifting and tucking and doing all the things that we love them to do in the change room. They look good. Like as they go on, it's comfortable, but they're kind of like droopy. It's not the same.
It's very different for men because when we put on new pairs of pants, they're doing all that lifting and tucking and they don't stretch at all. And that's not good. It's
uncomfortable. I don't like it. So again, I stick by my condition.
It's all the same stuff. It's just we don't like it.
Yeah. So I'm sticking by my condition.
Okay, so
you're a woman. Mm-hmm.
So we got an Anne's
You have the bits.
Oh wait, you just want okay. The only way to get this wish is just to become a woman for you. That's your cause.
Yeah, or let's make this you have what would be identified as female bits.
Okay,
you can still identify and present as male or however you want on the spectrum, but
your pants area becomes
female,
visibly female.
Yeah,
I mean that'll solve it, I guess. And Paul, you were saying the starchy clothes is your.
I'm just trying to figure out whose tell-all autobiography Under the Butt would be.
Oh, clearly Kim Kardashian, right?
Oh,
or J-Lo Under
maybe.
the Butt.
I think
Brent
J-Lo,
Butt.
Brent Butt. Sick reference.
Canadian hero.
Brent Butt, if you're listening.
Under the Butt.
We just titled your autobiography.
Can I go off on just a side tangent and ask you guys a question?
Sure.
So I wasn't raised in Canada. I don't understand the longevity of corner gas. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering if either of you might be able to give me a little insight on that.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
And it is Canadian. And it's notably Canadian.
Okay.
And noticeably Canadian.
Yes.
A lot of Canadian shows hide that.
Okay.
Like they'll say like, oh, it's happening in the city. And everyone knows it's Toronto, but like, they don't say it. It's pretty clearly it's Canada in corner gas. And we're kind of like that.
And it's in our Constitution.
Yeah,
it has to be on.
It
used to be Beachcombers, and then it became Corner Gas,
and now it's Corner Gas, the animated series.
Yes, it's come around full circle. It's back.
Or actually, Kim's Convenience, I think, is pretty explicitly Canadian.
Very Canadian.
Oh yeah,
I think that might be the new one.
I saw the play it was based on at the National Arts Center up in Ottawa.
Yeah,
was it very Canadian?
My,
notably.
Well, it was very Canadian, but also from the perspective of obviously immigrants to Canada.
Can't get more Canadian than that.
Yeah, which I could, to a point, identify with.
Yeah, because
Where'd you grow up?
Yeah.
I grew up in Amsterdam, but I was raised by Canadian parents, which is why my accent is so buttery smooth.
I was just craving butter and wondering why. So thank you. So is there no like Dutch equivalent? Like, is there like a Waterloopen like
gas?
A television show about a gas
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
I guess
petrol station.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
there's a show. There's a sort of a sketch group called the New Kids. There's sort of more closer equivalent to Letterkenny, I think, because it's a very sort of small town.
That's at the time. That's what Corner Gas was new for being. It was a small town gas station. It just happened to be out west instead of.
And I think for me, the corollary between New Kids and Letterkenny is when I had somebody show me Letterkenny, I couldn't watch it without subtitles because I couldn't understand what they were saying. They were talking so quickly.
That is fair.
And with an amazing amount of slang that just didn't register upon my brain at all. And then New Kids, they're sort of based in this town. And boy, oh boy, the Netherlands is small, but the accents vary wildly. Even just sort of an hour or two drive. And suddenly it's impossible to understand other people.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think we have moved too far off the pants.
Off of pants.
We got to
yeah.
circle
Let's get
back
back
to
on the
pants.
pants.
We got to circle back to pants.
I mean,
Get your pants
thank
back
you for
on.
your story.
I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say about pants. Is really the thing.
You know what? You could just wear skirts. I mean, you're not going to bust through your pant taint in a kilt.
It's already busted.
That's
like
the
solving
biggest crotch hole of all.
Yeah, it's solving the problem by making the problem bigger.
Well, lean into it, right? The freedom. Skirts are the bomb. Have you ever worn a skirt?
I've worn a dress.
And?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Feels great, right? Super freeing. Maddox, try.
A cold wind, a stiff breeze. I don't like.
Yeah.
Again, the whole reason I don't personally, I'm with the listener on this. I don't like my crotch holes because the breeze comes up in there.
Okay, so for you, you wouldn't take you wouldn't take that then.
No, I wouldn't. If it was just like wear skirts instead.
You're like, no, I'm going to wear it through my pants.
I want pants. Yeah, I like pants.
Holy pants.
I would still want the hole sealed. I could see maybe the cost being something to do with the color of the pants. They're never a good color.
Okay.
They're an unfashionable.
Yeah.
What would be an
ill-fitting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
ill-fitting in
Like
some
the
other.
top of your butt's always showing. I hate that. Oh man.
Or hammer
Ooh.
pants or something.
That's a good trade-off because they're similar but different. Like
Yeah.
it's you still get a breeze.
Oh.
It's still awkward, but you can wear a baggy shirt. Whereas
That's true. Yeah.
Whereas when you sit back and try to have a good lean and you got your crotch hole, seems like you're presenting, and I don't want to seem like I'm presenting.
Right. Yeah.
What?
You're a presenter?
Presenting?
Like it seems like I'm showing off my crotch to the whole room, but I'm just leaning back because I find it a comfortable way to sit. But if I have a crotch hole, it looks like I'm showing off my crotch hole to everyone who's sitting in front of me.
You feel like people see your sort of rips in your pants as you trying to show off your balls?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I would be worried they'd think that.
Yeah. I don't want to see that. I would feel like that was aggressive.
Yeah.
Like it's bad enough if it's like the whole man spreading thing.
They assume the worst of us,
But if there's
and
a
they're
hole
often
there-
right, but also they assume the worst of us.
Ladies, someone please date Maddox. Did you hear that? What a sweetheart.
But something that's quite obviously a tear. I mean,
But
if I was
should have
trying to
noticed
show
that.
off my balls, I wouldn't try to do it surreptitiously through a.
Well, that's what
why
makes
am
you a
I
good
talking
person.
about if I was trying to show off my balls? I'm not ever trying to show off my balls.
But that intent, there's no way to communicate that intention.
Yeah.
If you have a big hole in your pant taint,
Yeah.
and someone sees it, I have no way of knowing if it's like just something that happened or this is your way of entertaining yourself.
They will assume that we would have noticed that rip and
Yeah.
did nothing about it.
Especially if you're on the subway. I assume it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, the subway.
But I feel like as an alternative, a little butt crack showing. It's gross, but it's an accident.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like, hey man, your pants don't fit.
Yeah, the pants don't fit.
Yeah.
You lean too far forward.
Stop holding on. And it happens
Your
to
hands
both
are
genders.
full. Yeah, it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So I could live with that. I think that's an appropriate cost. Like
You could live with that?
You get the crotch out, but like sometimes your top of the crack shows a little. Yeah.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Couldn't do it?
No.
I think if we're looking at this as a gendered wish, the crotch rip being specific to to man jeans, then for me, I'm probably going to go with the sort of my cost then being that every day you have to wear brand new starchy jeans that haven't been broken in yet.
Okay. So I think we have our 3 routes then. So Anne was
you're a woman.
You're a woman.
You have the female bits.
You have the female
Yeah,
bits.
you don't have to present though. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but female bits, no crotch hole. Paul, you got your starchy pants.
Yeah, I feel like it's the crotch hole is a minor inconvenience, and then, well, you don't want that. Well, we'll trade it off with a different sort of minor inconvenience.
Yeah.
Something also kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I've got the same sort of minor inconvenience trait, and I'm going, I don't like my crotch hole. I don't like the breeze coming up from underneath. But if it's coming a little bit of the top crack, no, it's not great. I think it's like the same amount of, it's not like every time I lean over, I always have crack. It's just like the same amount that I would have for pant crack. Sometimes I got butt crack. So do we have any that we can all agree that we think is most, I'll be honest, Anne, I think yours is too harsh a cost. Because there's a lot of extra maintenance for that shift.
Oh yeah, a lot. Let's dive into that, shall we, boys? Woo!
I feel like we could gloss over the specifics.
Oh my
but you can affirm.
God. You don't have holes in your pants, but you get to menstruate. Yay!
Yeah. Like if the trade-off was learn to sew or have to menstruate, I would learn to sew.
Well, this is where I feel like, buddy, just suck this up. I mean, seriously, get some pants that are good quality. Move on.
I get decent jeans. I still run into crotch holes. I don't repair them as often as I should.
Okay, now we're talking.
And then
that's the cost. Then maybe you have to take care of your clothes.
That's just real life. That's not magic. There's no magic there.
Well, I feel like this is commensurate with the task here. If you don't want holes in your pants, guess what? The cost is you have to be a grown up and take care of your life.
I mean, it's the same sort of thing. It's like,
no offense to our person who wrote this in.
But I mean, it's absolutely right in terms of sort of that being the cost then just in real life of just taking care of your clothes. Yeah. It's like if your wish was, I don't want any of my clothes to ever get dirty. It's like, well,
clean
them. The cost is that you have to do your laundry.
I'm sticking with mine.
So they could, what if they wanted it to a magic degree? They wanted that even if someone spilled on their clothes, it wouldn't get dirty. Then we'd have to have a magic cost of what they have to.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that
that's a separate episode.
On that episode.
Yeah. But I'm saying, similarly, they're saying that I would have full resistance to no matter how often they did the splits. And they do love doing the splits, this wish granted person.
Is that true? Is that a thing? Is that part of their life?
I'm assuming they do. I'm assuming they.
Okay, so now we're giving them special circumstances?
I'm saying even if they had that special circumstance, they still would not get any crotch rapes.
The tears in their jeans
Yeah.
in that particular area.
Yeah.
Well,
what's a fair cost for that? And I say, a couple butt cracks. Sure. Probably a lot of butt cracks if they're constantly doing the splits.
Boy, oh boy. Well, so where are we now with this? We've all laid out what we think.
Is there one we want to lean into the most? I'm saying Anne's, I think, is too harsh a cost.
I'm so sticking with it, though. Honestly, if you can't take care of your pants, then just be a woman.
Do you think mine is too harsh to go butt cracks, or do you think starchy? I think starchy's not bad either.
Too harsh. I mean, I find starchy pants very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have posited that as the cost. But boy, oh boy, having your butt crack show. That for some reason that just resonates with me on a level of that being sort of not profoundly embarrassing, but just something that I would be really horrified if somebody saw the top of my butt.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's
not something that happens to me now because I keep my pants pulled up.
Right.
But if my pants were riding a little low and somebody managed to see the top of my butt crack, I'd be mortified.
Were we to take mine as the one we're going to vote on, you would not take it by far.
Well, no, because I think the crotch tear, while it does happen, doesn't happen sort of often enough that I worry about it.
Okay.
An inordinate amount.
So you think mine's a little harsh? So maybe let's go with Paul's then.
It's not that I think it's too harsh. It's just that I personally wouldn't go for that.
I think it's too harsh as well. I mean, it's
okay.
I mean, that's humiliating, right? It's like trading one humiliation for the other.
Yeah.
So, no.
I was just going for a humiliation that I thought was slightly less, but okay, let's go to Paul's then. So it's you never have a rip on your crotch, but you have starchy pants.
You're gonna wear new
Yep.
starchy jeans.
Starchy jeans every day.
Okay, but then sort of we can go back to what you said in that sort of new like a brand new pair of jeans for a man versus a brand new pair of jeans for a woman is a very different sensation.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm even going to be able to weigh in on this with any authority whatsoever. Like I'll just be guessing.
I mean, you'd clearly just take the deal if it were for yourself.
Just have
Beautiful
new pants
pair
every
of
day.
new pants every day. Sounds like a dream come true,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Hook me up.
And like your legs are turned blue.
Oh, from
Those
the
are
from the
new.
dye?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The dye every day. I mean, I don't think I would take it. Anne's all over it. But I don't think I would take fresh pants for my crotch hole.
No, I wouldn't take it either.
Oh,
And I
cover my
suggested
crotch
it,
hole
yeah.
with fresh denim. Yes, I'm in.
But your pants seem blue. I've been to the doctor after getting new jeans, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Are you bruised all on your legs?" And it takes them a while to realize, "Oh no, just new blue jeans."
Okay, where did you get these jeans from, if you don't mind me asking?
Also, what doctor did you go to where they came to them and they said, "What's wrong with you?"
Dr. Blue Notes. Dr. Levi.
They may have not said in those words.
Dr. Levi.
And this may have been student doctors as part of one of my side gigs. But
Wait.
they do make note of my bluish legs and are worried that they have been bruised.
Massively bruised.
lower body
in-
hypothermia.
Yeah,
in a-
lower body hypothermia
in
or
a
something.
freak all over leg accident.
Exactly.
my
And they're
God.
very concerned. And
Like,
they
how
always make
tight-
sure to note it with the examiner.
Great. So what brand are these jeans? Because this might lead to another point.
Oh, so it's whether or not they're like high quality or low quality jeans that you're getting new every day.
Bingo bango. Yeah.
Oh.
Because like you
Are
get
you
a
getting them
good
from
quality
Old
denim.
Navy or
Yeah.
are you getting them from
I probably got them from Mark's Work Warehouse.
Okay. So
That's like a good quality place, isn't it?
it's not bad.
It's not like a high fashion,
but it's not like
it's quality.
They weren't
sounds
$200
like they
jeans.
would be hard,
No.
like especially
Right.
hardy.
Because like once you get into like really good quality jeans, that's not going to happen. Because they like
What do they do? How do they stop dyes?
The crotch tear.
that's
or the
Or
dye.
the crotch tear. Or either.
well they'll still tear,
Yeah.
but
they're
the
gonna tear.
dye won't come off on your skin.
So if I'd have to buy better. It's not worth it to have to buy better jeans just to not. Yeah.
Just wash them and then you don't.
They recently came out. I forget who it was, but I think it was like Levi was saying that the owner said people shouldn't be washing their jeans.
Shouldn't be washing.
Shouldn't be
your jeans.
washing your jeans.
Oh.
He's upset with people with faded jeans because he's saying you shouldn't be washing them. If you have to, turn them inside out, but otherwise you should just be doing spot treatments and you shouldn't be washing your jeans.
That's gross.
They've actually done studies though that jeans don't collect that much. They don't collect any harmful bacteria. There was a guy who wore the same jeans for like a year or two straight. He was a like biology student, so he like was testing the bacteria on them.
Yeah.
When they started to smell, he would just freeze them.
oh.
So it killed.
Freeze his jeans.
So they wouldn't smell, and then but he never washed them, and they were fine. They had no harmful bacteria on them.
Well, isn't that comforting? That's just gross though. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I'm sorry, but like, I know, like, I will rub my palms on my jeans.
Okay.
So like, that's sweat, man. That's stuff there. Or like, I'll shove a Kleenex in my. No, man. No, I'm washing my jeans.
I think if nothing else, this is great news for fans of Springsteen.
They weren't washing their jeans.
Oh,
No, it's not that they were washing their jeans. It's that they wear, I believe, what's called the Canadian tuxedo.
A lot of denim.
you are really adapting here. That's great.
I'm learning.
You're learning.
Or maybe he just knew an insulting term for Canadian fashion.
What's the Dutch tuxedo?
The Dutch tuxedo.
Yeah, is it like the all orange?
Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah.
Wait, what? They actually do?
The football, they all
Wear
wear
all
all
orange?
orange.
It's the national color of the Netherlands is orange.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Our
You
our royal family is their last name is Van Oranje, which is of orange.
And I knew orange was a Dutch color, but I just didn't imagine people wearing full orange.
Oh, just an army of 6'6" tall, pasty white guys wearing orange.
Oh,
It's a vision.
So disastrously blonde.
Disastrously blonde. That's now I have a title for my autobiography.
Okay, I think we're having a little trouble finishing it off again, though. If we do starchy, then Anne just likes it, and if we do butt crack, you're saying you guys wouldn't take it at all.
Oh no, I don't.
I think I would take butt crack for the crotch rip. I think I'd take that trade.
Yeah, you're kind of into that, Maddox. You're
I just really don't like the crotch rip.
clearly.
Yeah.
Like you're more comfortable
It's-
showing your butt
You're just into a different kind of
than your
presenting.
crotch.
I got an okay top butt.
Oh, okay. So now we are learning. Okay. All right. Maddox, ladies, please, God, someone get in on this. Top butt. You do. You have a very cute.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to spread it around willy nilly, but I think people would forgive
no,
me.
it's a special. You want to share. Yeah.
You want to share the top of your butt with a special lady
In a meaningful way.
Yeah. No. I'm not gonna just.
That's why you don't want to wear a
anyone.
skirt, because there's no top button in a skirt. Now I get it.
Yeah.
It is you do have a
Just
really
get
cute
bottom
bum.
butt at best.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's windy.
Bottom butt.
But I think we've gone through this journey, guys. We've broken this wish down, and I think we are gonna do it. You get no more crotch rips, but you show up off the equivalent amount of top butt instead. And you guys were both no's on that.
No, absolutely not.
No way. Humiliation station.
I'd rather just take care of my clothes.
I mean, we could probably just do that. But
Please do that. Please.
It's a public service announcement for our listeners.
And specifically the person who submitted this wish.
Which,
Yeah. Buy some pants.
yeah, we'll go and we'll reach out to him personally to make sure that he's looking after his clothes better. But yeah, we have decided 2 no's, 1 yes. You don't get any more crotch rips, but you do have to show your top butt occasionally. That's how we voted. How would you guys vote, listeners? And also, if you have any other wishes you'd like to hear us break down, please send them in. Well, that's what we came up with, but we want to hear from you. Your wishes, your thoughts, whether you take this wish or not. You can find us on Twitter at breakawishpod, email breakawishpod@gmail.com, go on Facebook and find the Break-A-Wish discussion group, and write a review on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. For all this information, visit breakawish.ca. If you want to see some more Anne McMaster, she has a show called Date Night Comedy the last Thursday of every month at Comedy Bar here in Toronto, 8 p.m. She also has a sketch group called Not Oasis, and you can find them on Twitter at not_Oasis. And you can follow Anne directly at Shika McMaster. Paul JP, you can find him on Twitter at Piakoshevsky. You can find his show Thursday Night Fan Fiction, the third Thursday of every month at the Social Capital Theatre. And find it by looking up Morning Person Theatre on Facebook. This has been a Kicks and Giggles entertainment production hosted by Maddox Campbell, theme by Matthew Reed, cover art by Justin Langford, and a proud member of the Sonar Podcast Network. More podcasts at thesonarnetwork.com. Before we go, some wishes don't take a whole episode to figure out. I call these summary judgments. Corey Birch asked, I wish to be as handsome as Maddox Campbell. Well, you can be this handsome, but you will not be considered sexually attractive to human beings, just like the real Maddox Campbell. So, what would you wish for?
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network. Sonar!
Hey,
Griffin
Steve
here.
Don't turn this off yet.
You finally got to the good part where we tell you about our podcast.
It's called Killed to Death, and it's an improv podcast where we solve
Made up.
murders.
Not real ones. That'd be weird.
We've had so many great guests, lots of which have been on other Sonar shows like this one, like
Chris Locke,
Alistair Forbes,
Jackie Pierco,
Nicole Passmore,
Matt Folliott,
our friend Aiden,
3 different guys named Dave.
nobody named Lucas,
Sometimes you can hear the guys who live above us through the ceiling.
no ghosts,
Exclusively ghosts.
and so many more.
So check out the sonarnetwork.com/killedtodeath.
Killed to Death. It's usually less than an hour.